Valley. Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha. Shri Nanda Nandanam Bande Radhika Charanadvayam Gopi Jana Samayitam Vrindavana Manoharam. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So first of all, I offer my pranams to our Gurudev, Om Vishnu Padre Dandi Swami, Bhaktivedanta, Narayan Goswami Maharaj, our Shiksha Gurus Nitya Lila Parishi, Gaura Govinda Goswami Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta, Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, all devotees. Thank you for coming. So, Krishna performs his Leela in 3 places. Vrindavan. How many years he was in Vrindavan? 15 years, 8 months, 2 weeks. Who's counting? There's Kishore Avastha. Then, how long he performed Leela in Mathura? In different kalpas, sometimes he marries Rukmini in Mathura. Not said exactly how many years, but 17. Because Jarasandha attacked Mathura 17 times to finish Krishna and Balaram. 17 times Krishna killed everyone except Jarasandha. He would go collect a new army and come back next year. So 17 years in Mathura. Some say I've heard 125 years in Dwarka. Total of? Long time. There each, Rupa Goswami says, but the original form of Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. That Krishna who spoke Gita, that is another Krishna. Rupa Goswami says, Krishna no yadu samvoho. Ya punha yastitaha punha Vrindavanam prityaja padamekam nagachati. That Krishna who spoke Bhagavad Gita, that who was Yadunandan, the son of Vasudeva, that is another Krishna. But the original form of Krishna, with Radhika on his left side, he never take one step outside of Vraj. So many pastimes he performed. So especially Prema has 2 divisions, meeting and separation. Just like a fish sometimes goes this side of the bank, sometimes he goes to that side. So Prem means 2 different type of taste. Sometimes meeting, milan, and sometimes viyog, separation. So separation is not what's the word Bhaktivinoda Thakur says? It's not like self-manifest, it's not independent. The job of separation is to increase the happiness of meeting. And the words of Govind Maharaj, if there was no separation, Prem would die an untimely death. Your name again, Peru?
Nakula.
Happy to see me, right? After many years?
Of course.
But if you were locked together in a room with me for 6 months, maybe that happiness of meeting would be a little shrunken. It's natural, Jiva Goswami says. Naturally, after long time with someone, you see their faults, they see your faults. So that Prem should always be fresh. Navanaveen. Then Krishna himself arranged, Yogamaya himself arranges separation. How Yogamaya works, even Krishna don't know that. Kokon Milan, Kokona Namailan, Deveda Karan, Kaviraj Goswami says. Sometimes Krishna wants to meet but cannot because Yogamaya controlling. She's very powerful. So she covered Krishna. she cover the devotee and give meeting and separation. Sometimes Krishna wants separation but cannot happen. Yogamaya is in charge. So she is very trustworthy, Shakti Yogamaya. When Kunti saw Krishna running from Yasoda, then she became astonished. Yababeti Swayam. Death is afraid of the name of Krishna. When Ajamil chanted Narayan, Narayan, then death, Yamadutas, they ran for their lives. But Kunti saw really Krishna, he not joking, really he afraid of Yasoda. He really have fear. That time he forget, I am Bhagavan. I am the Lord of Tridasa Roy. I am the Lord of millions of Vaikunthas. You think I am the son of Yasoda, I have done nonsense, now I will be punished. Really, he think that. And he fear and run. So even Krishna wants something, Yogamaya arrange how to give him varieties of taste. So Yogamaya arranges sometime meeting and sometime separation. So tonight we want to talk that. Krishna is so happy in his Vraj Lila, so happy. Even when is daytime, when is nighttime, no sense. Because day and night Krishna doing Lila, that is one speciality of Krishna, Lila Purushottam. Always doing Lila, every moment. How much Krishna sleeps? Half an hour, 1 hour, very hard. Day and night doing Lila. Sri Ramchandra is Majada Purushottam. He tastes happiness through establishing Vedic etiquette. First giving example himself and his associates. Gauranga is Prem Purushottam. He tasting and giving Prem. But Krishna is Lila Purushottam. How he tastes? Through pastimes. Day and night. His pastimes so wonderful, even Krishna become astonished. Because Yogamaya doing. Krishna don't know what's happening next, but Yogamaya planning. So Krishna 15 years, 2 weeks, 18 days in Vraj. So happy, so ecstatic. So ecstatic he forgot the reason he come to this world. Premras Nirjas Koditya Swadan Rag Mag Bhakti Lok Koditya Pracharan. Kaviraj Goswami says. Why Krishna comes here, also why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes here? Same, because Krishna is both. Premras Nirjas. To taste prema. Kodi to taste that and also to distribute. But main thing is tasting. Like one time Gurudev said, what is the main reason Krishna comes to this world? For his enjoyment or for mercy? Then I said, Gurudev, it must be because of mercy. Because he can taste prem there. So he comes in for distributing. And Guru Maharaj said, no, he comes here still to enjoy his main reason. And he said, nice example. You may fill your picnic basket with many nice things and you go to a great distant place like a lake or some nice. But still the main function is eating. Like that. So Krishna comes to taste all these pastimes. Even what you cannot find in Vaikuntha. Even Golok, Vrindavan, all these birth pastimes and Krishna stealing butter, they are not there. Only the Abhiman, the feeling is, Krishna was a baby. Krishna killed Putana. Krishna killed Trinivarta. That Abhiman is there, the feeling is there. Krishna did all this. But actually he never did. Because there he's always eternally 16 years old. So all these baby pastimes, all this stuff, that only happens here. So that's why this Prakat Lila in this world has some speciality, some beauty. Gogamaj gave example, like in dark night if you burn a candle, how attractive. But the same candle you burn in the middle of the day, no big deal. So when Krishna manifests his Lila in this world, is something special, something wonderful. So Krishna is so much absorbed in the happiness of Dasaras. Krishna have also in Vraj Dasaras devotees. Rupa Goswami gives the idea. Raktak and Patrak, they are Dasaras devotees. But actually they have power like Nandi Yasoda. Right? Dasaras is only like Staiba, but always these other moods are coming, Sancharis. Like their job is to clean Krishna, take care of him, manage everything. So they tell Krishna, eat your spinach. I said, Krishna may know, why the hell I should eat my spinach? No. Child's nature don't want to eat. No. Then Raktak and Patrak, they become angry. Hey, eat spinach. Then Krishna may say, why should I listen to you? I'm the son of the king. My father is Nanda Baba. Then Krishna wanted to show his Aishwarya a little. But Raktak and Patrak are Brijbasi, they never sit. What they said to Krishna, hey, how old are you? 3 years, Krishna says. They said, you only know your father 3 years, but we've been working here 50 years. So do what we say. Then Krishna eats. They're like Das in name, but actually they're working like Nandi Yasoda. Then the Sakhas, Krishna wrestling, eating in the forest, Gochara and cow grazing, so much ecstasy. Day and night with Nandi Yasoda. No. What to speak of the gopis. So Krishna day and night tasting this prem ras nirjas. And there's other reasons why he came: destroy the demons, protect religion, smash the religion, like that. Save the earth planet from the burden of the demons, all these other things. Krishna had forgotten. No. One may say, but in Vraj, Krishna also killing demons. But Kaviraj Goswami and Chaitanya Charitamrita, no. Krishna not killing anyone. Who is killing the demons? Vishnu inside him is doing that function. But Krishna not doing. So Krishna is so much absorbed in day and night Braj Lila, then how will he expand his pastimes? How will he go to Mathura? How will he go to Dwarka? Many other Leela he have to do. So Narad Muni knows all these things. So Narad Muni came there. Krishna had just killed Keshi demon. Keshi represents pride. And how Krishna killed him? Just by sticking his fist in his mouth. Knocked out his teeth. He choked on the fist of Krishna and died like that, very easily, very neglectfully. It's Krishna not sweating or perspiring, just one punch in the mouth. Keshi was so powerful, even other demons afraid of him. All other demigods also afraid of Keshi. One time, Madhumangal, he saw this Krishna, I'm day and night trying to get ladus and kishoris and samosas, but my collection is not very successful. I am Brahman, I have first right for all these things. This Kanaya is like coward boy and all these ladus and gopis day and night feeding him many things. And he's thinking, what is Krishna's secret? No, Madhumangal thinking, I am superior to him by birth and Vedic knowledge and all these things. But all these ladus and kachoris, sweets and rasgullas flowing to him like a river, but nothing coming to me. So Madhumangal thinking, what's the secret? Oh, Krishna have some special thing I don't have. What is that? Flute. Peacock feather, this yellow cloth. So one day, on this day of Keshi demon, something came in Madhumangal's mind. Oh, brother Krishna. Coward boys always call Krishna by brother. Like Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj in his Jaladut prayers, Tumala Milana Bai. Oh, my brother Kanaya, my brother Krishna. Give me. So Madhumangal said, you and me are brothers. Brothers share everything. But I see you are keeping these things for yourself. You should give to me. Then whatever Krishna has is property of the devotees. So Krishna gave his peacock feather and yellow cloth and flute. And the Madhumangal was walking on the bank of Yamuna, waiting for these ladus kishoris to come. So Kamsa had sent many demons to Braj, but Keshi represents pride. Too much pride is bad. So Keshi was sent by Kamsa to finish Krishna. Then Keshi asked what he looks like. He's dark like a rain cloud. He always wears yellow cloth like a lightning bolt, peacock feather and flute. You can't miss him. So Keshi came Vrindavan. Who did he see? Madhumangal. Peacock feather, yellow cloth. Keshi thought this is Krishna. So he came very loudly, stomping his feet, trying to kick Madhumangal and finish him. But what to speak of kicking Madhumangal? This breeze from the strikes of Keshi threw Madhumangal in the air. And Manu Mangal, too much afraid, he ran and gave his things back to Krishna. This is dangerous business, wearing flutes and peacock feathers. Then Krishna killed him very easily. It says here, Krishna's arms soft like a lotus stalk, very soft, very delicate. But Keshi felt that to be like an iron thunderbolt. And giving up his body, Krishna finished him. Even after finishing such a fierce demon, Krishna had no pride. Right? Krishna killed pride itself, but Krishna has no pride. No? Amanini amanadena. Because even though Krishna is the greatest, he's also the smallest. So, even though Krishna do many, many wonderful things, one quality of Krishna, no pride. We do little things and selfie and all that stuff. So that time, all demigods were amazed. That time Narad Muni came. No? So how he prayed, Narad Muni. Narad Muni's job was to remind Krishna the other reasons you come and descend to this earth planet. No? So Krishna aprayamatma. You are very difficult. Pramaya means object of understanding. So Krishna, you are very difficult to understand even for the perfected yogis. What to speak of the ordinary materialistic persons. Why Mahayogi? You have unlimited mystic power. O Lord of the universe, O son of Vasudeva. Narad Muni reminding him. Don't think you are Nanda Nandan and Yasoda Nandan. You are also Vasudeva Nandan. It's not written here, but Narad Muni inspiring. Oh Krishna, you are enjoying here many things. Don't you remember your mother and father, Vasudeva and Devaki, still in the jail of Kamsa? Every day Kamsa would come and put rocks on the chest of Vasudeva. Where is your 8th son? Tell him. Tell me where he is. Like this. And torture them in many ways. What to speak of killing Devaki's 6 children in front of her. So how much they're suffering. So Narad Muni, by his speech, he influenced Krishna then. Krishna also, this mood of, I am coward boy. I am son of Nandi Yasoda. Haribol, welcome. What's your name? Oh. Haribol. Then Krishna forget, I am the son of Nandi Yasoda, I am Brijabasi. Krishna forget this mood. Because Narad Muni inspires something else. You are the best of the Yadus. Vasudeva Kila Vatsana. You are the son of Vasudeva. And of all the Brishnis, you are the topmost. You are Yadunandan. You are not Nandanandan. You are not Yasodanandan. O Master, you are the supreme soul of all beings, sitting within the heart, which is like a cave. You are the witness within everyone, the supreme personality of Godhead, the controlling deity. If any Brijbasi, number one, they will never say that to Krishna. Even Krishna is Bhagavan, they don't believe. Maybe in Viraha sometimes they, little thinking, but this disappear quickly. Even they see Krishna's opulence, the Brijbasis never pay it attention. What is it? Krishna, Aishwaryam Manyam Nitya Sambandha Koriman. Even the Brijbasis see Krishna's opulence. Still the feeling, their Sambandha is always prominent. Like when Krishna lifting Govardhan. That time Govardhan was like 22 miles long. 12 miles high, that's twice the highest of Everest. When Krishna lifted Govardhan, then Mother Yasoda, she saw this proof. But what you think? My son is God. He may be God, but first is my son. So she did not see the opulence of Krishna. Instead she chastised him. Foolish boy, give that mountain to me. Go and take lunch. Krishna came from my womb. If he can lift, I can also lift. Oh, Kanai, your stomach is going in. No, you are very hungry. You have not eaten for many hours. So give that mountain to me. You go, take lunch, then you come back and play. But Narad Muni is different mood. He is Aishwarya Bhakta. He always remember the opulences of Krishna. No? You are the witness. You are also witnessing what's happening in Mathura. Don't forget, no? We are the shelter of everyone. You fulfill everyone's desires. No? You create, maintain, and destroy the universes. So Narad Muni, Krishna always reciprocated Bhagavan always reciprocated according to the mood of the devotee. No? How many forms of Bhagavan are there, Tejaswini?
3.
That is the new one.
Oh, I mean,
How many sarups of Bhagavan are there? How many forms of Bhagavan are there? Wrong. One. There's a book, you should read it. It's called Vaishnav Siddhanta Mala. The first thing Bhaktivinoda asked, how many forms of God are there? He said there's only one. Who is that? That's Krishna. But that one form is perceived as many according to the mood of the devotee. Like Hanuman sees that one sarup in the form of Ram. Prahlad sees as Nrsimhadev, but Bhagavan is only one. He is not 2, 5, 10 or 20. So, Krishna also at that time. Narad Muni inspired some different mood in the heart of Krishna. Now is time to finish up your Vraj Leela, and now is time to move on. Another mood necessary for that. Other responsibilities are the Leela. So Narad Muni, how powerful. He inspired the mood. No? Like Advaita Acharya. Because of Advaita Acharya, Lord Chaitanya appeared in this world, and because of Advaita Acharya, Mahaprabhu disappeared from this world. Advaita Acharya was worshipping the Shalagram with Tulsi and Ganga water. I must make Bhagavan appear. Why? Only Krishna can give this Braja Prem. I cannot give. Only Krishna can give his own property. So he read in the Puranas, Tulasi Dalana Matriya. Krishna is purchased by Tulsi leaf and water. So very enthusiastically, Advaita Acharya worshipped the Shalagram, then Bhagavan accepted his puja, agreed to come. He stayed 48 years in this world, Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Then one day Advaita Acharya wrote a poem to Lord Chaitanya. One madman is saying to another madman, the stock of rice in the market is finished. So close the market and go home. No one understood what Advaita Acharya was saying. Swarup Damodar understood a little bit. Lord Chaitanya understood. You came here to open the Nam Hat, the marketplace of the Harinam, Prema. And everyone got. No one left to give. So close the market and go home. So Bhagavan appears and disappears by the desire of devotees. Narad Muni is one inspiration for Krishna to leave Vraj. So, you have now descended on the earth to annihilate the Daityas and the Rakshasas who are posing as kings, and you have come to protect the gentle persons. You have just killed this Keshi demon who is terrifying. Even the demigods were fearful of him. But by our good fortune, you have enjoyed the sport of killing him in front of us. And then Narad, very, very interesting, Narad Muni sees the pastimes of Bhagavan, what he will do in the future. In 2 days, O Lord, I will see the deaths of Chanura and Mustik and other wrestlers, right? Chanura and Mustik were the chief in the, what's it called? What's it called? The Jiu-Jitsu guys? What's it called? Huh? The Dalji, what did they call it?
Oh,
Yeah, none of us did.
dojo.
That's it, thank you. Charan and Mustik were main wrestlers, but many, many others were there, little sub-wrestlers. You will finish them all. You will kill the elephant Kuvalyapit and King Kamsa. By your own hand, you will kill Kalyavan, Mura, Narakasur, and the conch demon, Panchajanya. Remember? He had stolen the son of the guru of Krishna. What's his name? Sandipani Rishi. I will see you steal the Parijat flower from heaven. I will see you defeat Indra. You will marry the many daughters of the kings. O Lord of the universe. No? In Dwarka you will deliver King Nrigha. You will take the Shamataka jewel. You will bring back a Brahmana's dead son from the abode of the servant of Yamaraj. You will kill the demon Pondrak. So Narad Muni is seeing Krishna not did all these leelas yet, but Narad Muni is seeing them by his vision. Some people say a devotee is not omniscient. Some say high-class Vaishnava is not omniscient, but Narad Muni proving quite the opposite. Bhaktivedanta Bhaman Maharaj says even the sadhak achieved the stage of Bhav Bhakti, he becomes omniscient. What to speak of the Nitya-Siddha like Narad. So, you will kill Pondrak, you will kill Dandavakra, and Shishupal, the great Rajasuya Yagya, that's like 100 years in the future. I shall see all these pastimes with my own eyes. Just like Valmiki. Valmiki was a murderer and a criminal. He killed thousands of Brahmins. That time was no Apple Pay or credit cards, so people would carry their money with them to the holy places. He would kill them and take their wealth. Then by good fortune, he met Narad Rishi. Then Narad Muni said, why you want to kill me? You want my wealth? Yes. You know you were doing many sins? Yes, yes. Then Narad Muni said, who are you doing all this for? I'm doing for my family members. And Narad said, go and ask your family members. They will also take your sin. They're taking your money and gold. Will they take your sins? And Valmiki went. Ratnakar, his name was. He asked his old family members, you will take my sins? No one agreed. Haribol. Then Valmiki realized I'm doing everything for these people, but they have not one shred of affection for me. So he gave up his endeavors and surrendered to Narad. Haribol. What's your name?
Baladev.
Huh? Okay. Where are you from?
Originally from Vraj.
Uh-huh. You're born there?
Yes.
Yeah, but come on. Take it.
But I've been traveling with the Festival of India.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, then he took mantra from Narad, but he could not chant Ram Ram. He chanted Mara Mara. 60,000 years he chanted the name Mara Mara. Ultanam Japatir Jagajani Balmiki Bayo Brahmana Samad. By chanting the holy name backwards, he achieved all perfection. He saw Ram Lila. And he wrote Ramayana even before Bhagavan Ramchandra came. So Narad Muni, even before Krishna going to Dwarka, going to Mathura, Narad Muni seeing all these pastimes. So, many prayers. No? Thus here Krishna heard from Narad. Narad bowed and disappeared. No? And Lord Krishna arranged. No? Oh, now I must leave this Vrindavan, I must do other lila. We're talking how Krishna now, after doing pastimes in Vraj, Narad Muni came and inspired him. No? You have many other leelas to do. No? So, that was 2 days later. Right? So, Akrura, he came on the day of Ekadasi. That means Krishna killed Keshi on the Novami, and Krishna killed Vyomasa on the Dasami. Ekadasi, Akrura came, took prasad on the Padan, and on the Dwadasi, Krishna left Vraj and went to Mathura. Then 2 days, because on the Chaturdasi, Krishna broke the bow of Kamsa. So, how much Lila Krishna doing? Just 2-3 days, right? That's why he's called Lila Purushottam. Vrindavan Das Thakur says, what Lila Krishna does in 1 hour, what to speak of 1 day, and Nanta Shesh with millions of mouths cannot finish. No? We should not think Bhagavatam describe all the pastimes of Krishna. This is just like one drop. So, Vyomasa was also another Rakshas. As Keshi represents pride, then Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Vyom represent Mayavad. Vyomasa. Vyom means what? Like all pervading. No? He's also called Jiva Chor. So the boys were playing in 2 groups, Krishna and Balaram, cops and robbers. So some boys were becoming sheep, Some boys were becoming protectors of the sheep, and some boys were like police force, like this. So the job was the thieves had to steal the boys who were sheep. So Byomaso was disguised as cowherd boy, and what was he doing? He was stealing many. If you go to Kamyavan, have you seen Byomaso's cave? That's still there. What's your son's name again? Alex. You go to Vrindavan, you can see all these places with your own eyes. Where the cave where Balaram, where Byomaso would put the boys after kidnapping. Many boys he stole. Byomaso represents Mayavad. He's also called Jiva Chor. Chor means thief, right? Mayavad steals the souls away from the service of Bhagavan and destroys their existence. Byomaso. Many boys were disappearing. And this Byomaso was disguised as a cowherd boy. So you see also in Vrindavan, anyway, many people dressed in red cloth. Even they may have some like tilak, but your little scratch, they're full Mayavadis. So that's why he came disguised as cowherd boy. So many boys he's stealing. Then Krishna understand what has happened, so he finished Byomaso and rescued those boys. When Krishna and Byomaso were fighting, the whole earth was shaking. So Balaram, he put his foot on the ground because he is Ananta Shesh. So to keep the earth steady and not break apart, Balaram's footprint is just there in Kamyavan. Have you been?
I mean, I can't remember.
Come again?
It's been too long since
Come in October.
yeah.
Come for Kartik. You'll see there the footprint of Byomaso, footprint of Balaram, the cave of Byomaso, all these things you'll see. These are like witness. Someone, what's proof Krishna and Balaram were here? What's proof? These things are like Shakshi, like direct witness, like proof. There's footprint of Balaram. If you go up on the top of that hill, there's also many footprints. Krishna's footprint is there. Many footprints now. So, Krishna clutched Byomaso between his arms, threw him to the ground, and while the demigods were watching, Krishna killed him by strangling. Very easily. All the boys were trapped in one cave. Krishna broke that rock. They all escaped. So that Leela was going on. Meanwhile, Narad Muni. Gunuma said, if your household is very peaceful, just invite Narad Muni for lunch. Narad Muni is called Kotak Priya. He's always making something interesting and wonderful. Who inspired Krishna to leave Vraj? Narad. Who inspired Kamsa to send Akrura to bring Krishna and Balaram? Narad. So Narad is too much respected also even by the demons. Even demons like Kams too much respect Narad. So Narad Muni went to Kams and described, you're looking for the 8th son of Devaki, I'll tell you where he is. He's there in Mahavan, Gokul, like Vraj, and all these guys you're calling friends, they're all demons who came to take your life. So Kams had a full change of mind. But Kams knew he was too afraid to go himself to Vraj. Just like near Miami is the Bermuda Triangle, right? Many ships and planes go there and never return. So Kamsa was thinking there must be some magic in Vraj, like a Bermuda Triangle. Because many demons I sent there, but they all never came back. One-way ticket. Who can count the demons that Krishna and Balaram killed in Vraj, right? Sakatasur, Putana, Trinavart, who else? Bakasur. Agasur, we just heard Keshi, Byomasur, who else? Come on.
The cart demon.
Sakatasur, he was there in the beginning. Come on, I already said him. Pralambasur, killed by Balaram. Who else? Many. Krishna broke the pride of Indra. Many demons. Actually, it said one time, Gurudev told the story, one time Kamsa would think, I'm sending all these demons, and all these demons were controlled by Kamsa, who was more powerful than all of them. The only one he couldn't defeat was Putana, so he became like sister, cousin brother, like that. So one time Kamsa came to Vraj to kill Krishna himself. When he entered, then he met Yogamaya. Yogamaya grabbed him and turned him into an old woman. Then when Yogamaya said, this old woman come to kill Krishna, old Brijabasi, too much torture. They tied him with a rope. One time Guru Maharaj said that. They taught, if you're going to eat, they gave her all banana peels and all this stuff, all chapatis. If you eat here, you have to work, so he was forced to make cow dung patties. Then he prayed, get me out of here, I'll never come back. Yogamaya released him. Even the demons cannot enter these holy places without mercy of Yogamaya. So it comes from whatever many reasons, he knew, somehow I have to get Krishna and Balaram outside Vraj. Can you bring me a little water? Just a glass of water. So how to bring them? Then went to Akrura's place. Normally the king doesn't have to, he never goes anywhere, he calls everyone. If it comes too much showing humility, he went to Akrura. Akrura is a very important personality. The other day was Nrsingadev's appearance. When Hiranyakasipu asked his son, what's the best thing you know? And what he said? Tatsadu manya sujavada dehinam sada suja vyat grihata sattva pattam grihamanda kupam banam ganam yadam hasra. And afterwards, what is that? What is that? What's the thing? Navavida Bhakti? Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smat. Iti Pum Shapito Vishnu Bhaktischan Navalakshanam Kriyate Bhagavati Ata Manyate Adata Uttamam. No. Srinvatam. What is it then? Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Achanam Vandanam Dasyam. Sakyam Atmana Vedana. Prahlad Maharaj said, who surrenders to the two forms of Vishnu. Asray Vigraha, Bhagavan, Visay, and Visay Vigraha, Bhagavan, Asray Bhagavan, Gurudev. Who surrenders to these two forms of Vishnu, under the guidance of Asray Bhagavan, serves Visay Bhagavan, Sri Krishna. How? Through these 9 limbs of devotion. He knows everything. So each limb of bhakti has one acharya. Like the acharya of Shravan, because Shravan is first. If you don't hear Katha, you cannot speak it. Who achieved perfection by hearing? Okay. Who achieved perfection by kirtan? Come on, Sukadev. Who achieved perfection by smarana Bhagavan? Good guess. In this way, each limb of bhakti has one acharya. Like Lakshmi, I think, Lakshmi is in charge of Padasevanam. Arjun's the acharya of Sakyam, becoming friend of Krishna. Bali achieved perfection by Atmana Vedanakya Bhakti, surrendering everything to Bhagavan. Prithu achieved perfection, right? Prithu by Yagya, right? Prithu by Achanakya Bhakti. And Akrura, he achieved perfection by offering prayers. Tonight we're here 3 nights, so try and come 3 nights, we'll talk about Akrura's prayers and many other things. It's not a small section of the Bhagavatam. So Akrura, even though Kamsa was like demon in charge in Mathura, many Vaishnavas were there in disguise. What to do? Sometimes situation is like that. Like when Hiranyakasipu was in charge of the universe, Narad Muni would also go to his Jai Hiranyakasipu, Jai Hiranyakasipu, because necessary at that time. Devotee knows whoever thinks they're in charge is not in charge. Who's actually in charge? There's a Bhagavan. No? So Narad Muni also, he would go and glorify the demons because you have to. That time they're in charge of everything. So Narad Muni told everything to Kams. No? And Kams was, I'll have to bring Krishna Balaram out of Vraj, then I can kill them here in Mathura. But how to bring them? And I think Narad Muni mentioned Akrura. Why? Akrura is uncle of Krishna. Uncle, maternal uncle. That means his sister was Devaki. So even though he was devotee, he was also somehow working in the government of Kams. What to do? Have to eat something. So, Kams went to Akrura's place and too much glorify him. you are a great personality. No, just like, and even Kamsa gave a funny example. Just like Indra killed Britasur. In the same way, I'm relying upon you to help me fulfill my desires. So please, you go to Vrindavan and you bring the two sons of Vasudeva. Who is that? Krishna and Balaram. You bring them here. That is my request. So all of a sudden comes, by the inspiration of Kamsa, then Akrura was on his way to Vrindavan. So we are also on the road to Vrindavan. Okay, we're a little far away from it here. But what's our goal? What's our destination? Vraj. It's true in Mahaprabhu Sampradaya. Also there are devotees of Ram, there are devotees of Narayan, there are devotees of Nrsimhadev. If we take a little neutral view, we'll see most of Mahaprabhu's 99% of mood is Braj Bhakti. So, Narottam Thakur said, Sadhana Bhavivit Takis Siddha Deha Taha Pavi. What we think of at the stage of sadhana, we will achieve in the stage of perfection. Right? It's Prem Bhakti Chandrika. In simple language, Krishna says in Gita, Yo yam yam smriti bhavam chachatanti kerevalam tam tamivai sasti kuntiya samatad bhavu bhavata. What you think of at the time of death, you will achieve that destination without doubt. So one of the 24 gurus, one is the Bringi wasp. One's wasp. In Australia we have them, I don't know you have them here, you know. I've seen them in Russia also. They build a home of mud. Do you have them here?
Yeah, we have.
These guys are everywhere. They build a home of mud. And they fly around and they capture different animals. Especially caterpillars, cockroaches. Especially there's one worm, one caterpillar. So the wasp stings him and paralyzes him. This is one of the 24 gurus in the 11th chapter. And the wasp puts him in the hole. The wasp is not dead, he's just paralyzed. Imagine how much fear he's there in the hole. And the wasp deliberately, again and again, he goes near the entrance. He flaps his wings very hard, it's like an Apache helicopter. So inside is the worm who's paralyzed, he's too much afraid. So even when the wasp goes somewhere to get another insect, the guy in the hole is always meditating on the wasp. Always thinking. When he will come, when he will take my life, what will happen to me? So out of fear, he meditated on the wasp. And after a few months, when he comes out, what's happened to him? He's become a wasp. So he's meditating on Bhagavan in fear. Madhusudana Maharaj said, you too much respect Guru Vaishnava. Love means fear. We say this, many people think love means no rules. No. That much you love someone, that much you fear them. No. Like Krishna, how much fear Mother Yasoda? When Mother Yasoda is angry, when he broke the yogurt pot, then how much Krishna fear? He running. Krishna not fear comes so many other demons like Ravan. He not fear at all. No. But his own mother, he see that stick, he running. Fear, he too much fear. No, what to speak of Mother Yasoda? No, even the coward boys, some disagreement comes. No, coward boys always doing competitions. Like when you were kids, right? Always some sport, some competition with the next door neighbors. Football, cricket, doesn't matter, there has to be some competition. So the losing team has to carry the winning team on their shoulder. Sridham's in one team, with Balaram, of course, and Krishna's on the other team. Then Krishna's team lost. And the loser have to become like a donkey on all fours and carry the winner around like that. So, Sukadeva Goswami, Sridham Parijitaha, Sridham won. And Sridham says, assume the position. Become a donkey. That's the rule. Then maybe Krishna says, get lost. Why should I play this stupid game? Why become your donkey? I'm Krishna, like this. Then Sridham become angry, you know. Surdas, he said. I can't remember that Hindi, but in playing there's no Prabhu. There's no like master in playing. Everyone's the same. Right? So Sridhar, when Krishna don't agree to follow the rules, Sridhar become too much angry. So, who do you think you are? You think you're stronger than me? I beat you every day in wrestling. I'm 2 weeks older than you. Your father, you think you're big because your father is Nanda Baba, but my father is Vrishabhanu Maharaj. Your father only has 900,000 cows, but my father has 1,100,000 cows. And my sister is Radhika. When Sridhar says that, then Krishna hangs his head. So Sridhar says, I'm superior to my age, beauty, strength, wealth, and everything. So we're actually just doing you a favor, letting you play with us. Like sometimes, like the fat kid also joins the soccer team. Come on. You're like that. So we're actually doing you a favor. If you don't want to play the rules, then get lost. Take your cows and go home. And all boys began separating Krishna's cows. Go home. You don't want to play the rules, get lost. Then Krishna fear. If my friends throw me, then what place I have in Vraj? No? If Mother Yasoda, when Krishna showed the Virat Roop to Mother Yasoda began thinking, he's not my son, he's Bhagavan. And what would happen? Like the deities here, how many times Tejaswini talks with them or obeys them? Never, right? But your son, at least 15 hours a day. So Krishna fear. If Mother thinks I'm Bhagavan, I'll end up like Tejaswini's deities. So Krishna fear. Oh no, don't throw me, brothers. I'll carry you twice to the mango tree, like that. Double. But he feared, don't throw me. He feared like this. What to speak of fear of Radhika? What to speak of anyone else? Radhika just move her eyes like this and that. Then Krishna fear, what I did wrong. Now is man coming. Oh my God. He feared too much Radhika. Prema means fear. Anyway, what was all this about? This had some point. What was it? Something to do with Akrura? Can't remember. Anyway, what was all this about? Well, how did we get on that subject?
Oh, that was a good one.
Sometimes you forget where you're going. What was the point? The point of all that was what? Anyway, I can't remember. Huh?
Narada Muni inspired the change. He's leaving Vraj.
I can't remember what they have to do with Akrura. Anyway, so Akrura in charge of this Vandanakya Bhakti. We're going to Vraj. That's right, we're going to Vraj. That's the point, right. If you don't fear Guru Vaishnava, you never follow them. No? So Madhusudana Maharaj, just one life, fear one Vaishnava. Fear. Fear means too much respect. Like Didi always says, like Gurudev, how much everyone fear him. Now everyone's going, he was so soft and sweet, but everyone fear. Everyone. No, because prema means fear. You fear someone, then you don't disobey them. How can I give them pain? How can I give them distress by my activities? I cannot. No? So where there's fear, where there's affection and love, then that fear also of displeasing them. That much you fear displeasing them. That much you love someone, that much you fear displeasing them. So Madhusudana Maharaj was just one life, fear of Vaishnava. Always thinking, they're watching me, how can I do rubbish? That fear, one life, and next life where you go, you cannot imagine. Gurudev used to say, just give one life to me. One boy was taking red cloth in Mexico, I remember. And Gurudev said to him, just give one life to me. And then Gurudev sort of changed his mind. Just give one life to me. And the time of death, you'll see where I take you. And he little thought, Gurudev said, even if I'm bogus, Krishna doesn't really exist. Harinam is false.
Oh my God.
Gurudev said, it doesn't matter, because you only lose one lifetime. You can enjoy like a hog in your millions of future lives. It was such an extraordinary thing for him to say. One lifetime. Prabhupada said just 16 rounds, 4 good principles, one life, I promise you'll go back to Godhead. Right? So he's given his end of the bargain, we have to do our bit. No? Means you follow him, he'll arrange that type of sadhusanga for you. He'll arrange all that. So again, what was the topic? Fear. Pain, suffering, knowing, Dhamma Maharaj topic. So, Akrura, that's right. What you think of, you become that. Guru Maharaj would give the example, if Bharat Maharaj, he thought of a deer at the time of death, became a deer. If Puranjan, then third canto Bhagavatam, he thought of his wife at the time of death and he became a woman next life. Then if someone's always absorbed in this Vraj Katha, then what they'll become? If someone's always associating with the devotees of Gauranga, hearing Gaur Katha, worshipping Gaur Katha, hearing about the Guru Parampara, thinking of Guru Parampara, then what he'll become? He'll become that. One line. So, what you think of at the stage of sadhana, you achieve that at the stage of perfection. If you think of rubbish when you chant Harinam, growing vegetables and all that stuff, what will happen? The result of Nama Parad, you'll get those things, but you won't get Krishna Prema. No? That's why it's so much important, Sadhusang, because Sadhusang will always remind us, what I'm chanting Harinam for? What's the goal of my Harinam? I don't want to go to Mongalati. Why I have to? What's the goal? Many people chanting Harinam because they don't have any idea of where I'm headed, what's my goal, then they cannot achieve success in sadhana bhajan. Like one time Gurudev had in his room one Back to Godhead magazine. This is many years ago. On the front cover of Back to Godhead was a small boy, maybe 5 or 6, chanting Harinam. So I said, Gurudev, I can borrow this magazine, I'll give it back in the morning. I said, borrow it and don't give it back. He said, I'm not interested in the chanting of the small child. I'm interested in the chanting of Rupa and Sanatana. Many people chanting, but what's their conception, what they're thinking? Therefore, chanting Harinam is great, but more important is with sadhusang. Then your goal. Who am I? What's my goal? Who's my Ishtadev? All these things become more and more clear in sadhusang. Nam Kirtan Sadhusang e Matrachai Samsar Janiti Par Anakono Vastunai. Sadhusang with Nam Kirtan. And it should not just be theoretical knowledge, right? Many sadhus theoretically knowing, no? Gautam Maharaj would say, theoretical understanding means no understanding. They should have some realization. Sadnoti sadayati cha Krishna premati sadhu. What's the definition of sadhu? Who knows the goal of life, Krishna prema, and who can teach you the sadhana to attain that, that is called sadhu. So, where we're going, that's why we have to hear Katha every day. Where I'm going, why I'm practicing, what's my goal? And by hearing, that becomes very fixed. And who don't hear Harikatha, then it just becomes like a robot. Like these little Prabhupada chanting machines, right? That go 24 hours. It can become like that. No taste, no goal. So, this Akrura, he's offering many prayers on the road to Vrindavan. And very wonderfully, what he prayed for, you'll see, he got exactly what he prayed for. Therefore, Rupa Goswami gave, what's the essence of all advice? Tad nama rupa charatadi sukhita nano smrityo kramena rasana manasini yojan tistan baraje tad anuragi jananugami kalam nayed. She ripped up like a cry. The essence of all advice, be in Vraj. Alex, why are you avoiding so many years? Rupa Goswami said, essence of all advice, be in Vraj. Doing what? In the association of Rasik Vaishnava. And doing what? In their association, Tadnama, Rupa, Charatadi, doing kirtan of Krishna's name, root, form, qualities, pastimes. Rasana Manasina Yoj, by doing kirtan, our minds will think of that. That's why Katha is so much important. What we hear, we think about. That's why every day we should try to read or try to hear something. If you read something nice, when you chant, you can think of something nice. No? If you hear something nice when you chant and do your sadhana, you can feel something nice. You don't hear anything except how bad Donald Trump is or this or that. No nice, valuable things will come when we practice. So, on the road to Vrindavan, he said, today I am very fortunate. Who can think by the mercy of Kamsa, I'm seeing Krishna Balaram, who even the demigods cannot see. Today I will see the lotus feet of Lord Hari, who has appeared in this world. Just by seeing the glow of his toenails, many people cross the ocean of birth and death. But I'm seeing more than his toenails. I will see him from head to toe. Those same lotus feet are worshipped by Brahma. Right? In the beginning of creation, Brahma meditated on those feet for the power to create the world. Shiva meditates on those feet. By the power of that meditation, he destroys everything. The goddess of fortune, Shri, but what's her greatest wealth? The feet of Krishna. You see Lakshmi always keeping Krishna's feet in her lap, even though she's the goddess of fortune. Those same lotus feet that perfected yogis carry within their minds. These same lotus feet are running behind the cows of Vraj with no shoes. What Lakshman said to me yesterday. Why Krishna wears no shoes? Because...
Well, it said that he's in Vrindavan like a temple, and he's always doing ceremony.
For Krishna, Vrindavan is so much worshipful, so he wears no shoes. And those same lotus feet smeared with the kumkum from the breast of the Braja Gopis. Akrura is Dasara's devotee. But even he knows all about this Ras Lila pastimes. Krinu Kuchesana Krindirit Chahan in Gopi Gita. The Gopis pray. Krishna, you keep your feet here, but we fear because our bodies are also very hard. So when Krishna keeps his feet here, then Krishna's feet become covered in this kumkum. So even Akrura meditating like that. So I will surely see the face of Mukunda. Why? Because many auspicious things, deers, are overtaking me on the right-hand side. His face is framed by curly hair, Nalina Kund. Yes, Gopi Gita, all gopis again and again. Vipradapatam. Krishna's face so sweet, but covered by hair like a parda, like a curtain. Again and again, he take that, then we can have darshan of his lotus feet. So Akrura's prayer is very high. So again and again, I will see that face framed by his curly hair, his beautiful cheeks and nose, his smiling glances and his reddish eyes. Why reddish? Krishna not sleeping much, doing rest a little, always a little tired, always intoxicated. So his eyes always a little reddish. I am going to see the original Supreme Lord Vishnu himself, the reservoir of all beauty, who by his own sweet will has assumed a human-like form to relieve the earth of her burden. Therefore, Akrura Aishwarya Bhakta. He's going Vraj, but he actually belongs to Mathura, all these things. So he's just visiting one day, then going back. Thus, there is no doubt my eyes will achieve full perfection today. Gopis say same thing. Akshanvantam phalamidam lapparam. Those eyes which have not seen the beauty of Krishna Balaram as I go to the forest, those eyes are useless like the eyes on a peacock feather. One devotee was saying that's why any species of life, the pupil is always black. Tadpole, frog, snail, lizard, chicken, cow, human. What's the color of the pupil? Black, to see Krishna. Right? So again and again, in many prayers he is offering. Just by hearing Krishna's qualities, all sins are destroyed. Many. Today I shall certainly see him, the soul of the soul. Those words which do not describe him, they're like the chanting of a frog. Those hands which do not serve him, like decorations on a corpse. That same Supreme Lord has descended into the dynasty of the Brishnis, of the Sattvatas, that's Vasudev's dynasty, to give happiness to the demigods and to maintain religion. He is created. Residing in Vrindavan, he spread his fame, and even the demigods and the heavenly planets glorify him. I shall certainly see him, the soul of the soul, the spiritual master over the three worlds. Seeing him brings jubilation to the eyes. I think maybe Akrura had never seen before, right? Krishna's now, how many years? 15 years in Vraj, and Kamsa and Akrura 15 years in Mathura. Maybe I think he never seen, because Krishna never went to Mathura before. And one may say, why Akrura not went? Because Kamsa's guards are watching. Hey, we're going. And news will come. So 15 years he hearing about Krishna, thinking about Krishna. He had blood relation with Krishna. He's uncle, but not seen yet. So he have too much eagerness, too much utsahan. This is also called one type of purva rag. Heard about Krishna, but not met yet. And what happened when I get there? Krishna will know I am not the servant of Kams, because he's the super soul. He knows that I am his devotee, his well-wisher. When I get off the chariot, I'll bow to the feet of the primeval lords, Krishna and Balaram. I will touch those lotus. I will touch down to those same lotus feet, the same lotus feet that mystic yogis trying for perfection carry in their minds. I will offer obeisances to Krishna's friends and to all the other residents of Vraj. Akrura is a real all-rounder. Not just Krishna Balaram, because Krishna Balaram never alone, they have their associates. So Krishna, when I've fallen at his feet, Krishna will put his very affectionate hand upon my shoulder, on my head, and this way take away all my fear. By giving charity to those same lotus hand, Indra achieved again the heavenly planets. So what I will not achieve, when Krishna places his hand on me, I will also get everything, all perfection like this. Krishna will not consider me as an enemy, even though Kamsa sent me here. The omniscient Lord is the knower of the field of this material world. With perfect vision, he witnesses everything, both externally and internally. He will smile at me and glance at me with great affection. And I will remain like this, offering prayers and fixed in meditation. So he's Krishna's uncle, but not an uncle like in Vraj. How many uncles Krishna has in Vraj? 4. Just on father's side. And mother's side, who can count? Krishna's father was Parjanya. Parjanya had 5 sons, right? Can you remember their name? Prabhu, what's your name? Balaram, right? What are the 5 brothers of Nanda? Can you remember? Nanda, Upananda, Sunanda. Huh? Nanda, Upananda, Sunanda, Suhananda, that's right. Only one left. So Krishna have how many uncles? Just on father's side. They're all married, they have millions of kids and everything. So how big is Krishna's family? So, but the difference in Brijabasi, they think, they're not thinking like Akrura, he is Bhagavan. I think he is my nephew. So, as he was going on in his chariot, he came near Nandagaon, and there, still today, you'll see Krishna's feet melted into the rocks of Nandagaon. When Akrura saw those footprints in the dust, what did he do? In ecstasy, he jumped off and rolled on those footprints. Those footprints were marked with 18 size special marks that Krishna has. Radharani has 19, but Krishna have 18. Chakra on his left toe. Chakra, gourd, barley corns, palace, kalash, pots, fish, what else? Thunderbolt, trisul, flag. Who can count? I count. Huh? What? Lotus. Forgot that. So clearly Akrura could see all these marks on the footprint. Agitated by ecstasy at seeing the Lord's footprint, his bodily hair standing on end, his voice choked, his ears full with tears. Akrura jumped down from his chariot. This is the dust of my master's lotus feet. Are we feeling like that when we come to the temple? Chivikramaraj, one Gurudev's godbrother, he said, when Akrura saw the footprints of Krishna, he became full of ecstasy. And when we see the same footprints in the rock, what do we think? Are these even real? Someone must have carved them. So we cannot even become like Akrura. We want to become like Vraj. We have a long way to go. No? So Akrura, so much ecstasy, so much happiness, so much enthusiasm. Then finally he entered into Nandagar. Akrura saw Krishna and Balaram who were just going cow milking. Cow has to be milked, right? How many times a day you milk your goat, Anuradha? Huh? Yesterday I milked a goat for the first time. Have to put that on the list. So Krishna was just going milking. Yeah, there are millions and millions of cows, millions of boys. And when Krishna milks, he squats and keeping the pot between his knees, resting his head on the belly of the cow. Then he milks. Very deep sound comes as that milk hits into the milk pot. Even though Nanda Baba has millions of servants, Krishna also do 2 or 3 also. Just that time, Krishna Balaram, how decorated. Bare feet, no even kurta, because farmers. And many, many cow ropes here, because cowboy need ropes. And one rope to tie the cow by the neck, one to tie to the post. Sometimes cow is naughty and kicking, then to tie the feet. So Krishna Balaram have how many ropes? So much decorated. No? And going to milk the cow, Krishna wore yellow garments and Balaram blue. Here's a very nice description of Krishna Balaram. Their eyes were resembled autumnal lotuses, especially autumn, Kartik. The rainy season finished and those lotuses so sweet. Those 2 boys had mighty arms. They were shelters of the goddess of fortune. One had a dark blue complexion, the other was white. Their faces were very fine, not like us, lips sticking out, nose going one way. One eye going up, one eye going down. Krishna Balaram's body perfectly formed. No human can do that. All humans have some defect. Their bodies are never perfectly aligned. Like one finger straight, one going at 45 degrees. Every human has some defect in their sarup, right? If you wear chappals for 6 months, you see after 6 months, one chappal is worn down, the other one's normal. That means our body is all everyone's body out. No one has wheel. Our teeth are all defective, and some defect is there. But Krishna's body from top to bottom, Ananyasina, perfect. They were most beautiful of all persons. They walked with the gaits of young elephants. If you ever go to this animal planet, you can have a look how they walk. Like intoxicated, side to side. Some animals very special walking. Animal, like especially elephants, swans, deer. Krishna and Balaram, all these walks. So even their walking, like Brahma Samhita described it. Even their walking is like dance. So imagine how is their dancing. Even their just speech is like song, like Bhagavad Gita. Sometimes we give a class, if there's more than 10 or 20 people, we become nervous. Krishna, how many people watching Krishna when he spoke Bhagavad Gita? I think it was 50 million soldiers. 50 million people listening to a lecture. But Krishna, and so much fear, anxiety before the war. But Krishna happened. Just giving some philosophy, even this is like a song. So his song is so sweet, so deep. Imagine when he actually sings. So all this, Krishna's all halva avacheta. He's walking, everything so much intoxicated. They're always glancing. Krishna's eyes never still, always moving. He's always looking for some devotee to give mercy. Those 2 exalted personalities beautified the cow pastures with the impressions of their feet, which bore the marks of flag, lightning bolt, elephant goad, and lotus. They were decorated with many jewels and necklaces and flower garlands. They had many fragrant substances, Madhya soda polishing and massaging and many fragrances, new decoration. When Krishna comes back from cow grazing, before milking, then Madhya soda dresses, feeds. Each were freshly bathed, dressed in spotless clothes, the primeval Lord. They looked, Sukadev Goswami said, they looked like one golden mountain and one sapphire mountain, Krishna and Balaram. And their effulgence dispelled all the darkness in all directions. Overwhelmed with affection, Akrura jumped from his chariot and fell at the feet of Krishna and Balaram like a stick. You can imagine old Brijbasi. What they're doing? What's this guy doing? Because in Vraj no one does pranam to Krishna. No one. Krishna have to do pranam to everyone. Like if Krishna forgets to do pranam to Nandi Yashoda and he goes off cow graze and then maybe he's gone even 1 kilometer down the road. Yashoda calls him back, hey, come, do pranam. Take lots of food dust. Otherwise, how you be healthy, how you be auspicious without my blessing? So Krishna doing always pranam to mother and father, uncles, aunties. Madhusudana Maharaj, I said, if one person is in Vraj is small, that's Krishna. Yeah, we're doing pranam to everyone. So Akrura doing pranam, old Brijbasi. Also a little surprised. Who's this guy? No? What's he doing? Like when Lord Brahma was doing pranam to Krishna. The no coward boys laughing. They'd never seen anyone with 4 heads. Again and again he was doing pranam. Brijbasi is laughing. Choma, choma. 4 heads, 4 heads. One village is there on this road too. It's still there, Choma village. So Akrura own mood, he's in Vraj, but don't have mood of Brijbasi. He's doing pranam. Krishna drew him close with both hands and embraced him. Krishna was very happy to see Akrura. Akrura stood with his head bowed like this. Balaram took both his hands and took him on a tour of the house because he never seen before. He offered, Balaram gave him a first-class seat and they washed his feet. I don't know Balaram doing, I don't know, but anyway. So according to local regulations, customs, they bathed his feet, offered him some drink. Balaram gave him a gift of a brown cow. And to remove all his tightness, Balaram massaged, because Akrura means older brother. It could be Akrura too much afraid. How can Bhagavan massage me? Anyway. So when after Akrura had eaten, then Nanda Baba spoke. O Akrura, how are you maintaining yourselves? No need to ask, how are you? Just like a chicken in a butcher's shop. Are you happy? How are you? No need to ask. Why? You are just like sheep under the care of the butcher. This Kamsa was so cruel, he killed his own nephews in front of the eyes of his own sister. So no need to ask, how are you? We can just imagine. Kamsa was very cruel, self-serving. He murdered the infants of his own sister, even as she wept in front of him. So no need to ask, how are you all going? You know everything. No? So hearing these nectar words from Nanda Baba, the affectionate greeting of Krishna Balaram, that Akrura forgot all his hard labor. He told why he had come, because Kamsa had ordered him, you bring Nanda Baba, you bring Krishna Balaram, you bring them here. And he had already situated Kuvalyapid, one elephant demon, at the gate. As well as he prepared Chanana Mustik. He had built one arena. I guess like the WWF. What's it called? That wrestling thing?
UFC.
No. What's it called with Hulk Hogan and all those guys? He built an arena. Why? He thought if everyone sees Krishna killed in public, more happiness for me. So that Kamsatila, that arena, which was built 5,200 years ago, very close to our Gurudev's temple in Mathura, it's called Kamsatila. So Kamsa in just 1-2 days had made all these arrangements. So he had ordered Akrura, you bring Krishna and Balaram here on the pretext of giving tax. Because Nanda Baba was just king of a little area, but Kamsa was the Samrat, the king of the entire area. So every year the little kings would bring presentations. So what comes, what Nanda Baba would bring him, ghee, dahi, yogurt, paneer, milk, cream, all these things, rasgullas. So on the pretext of bringing tax, Akrura was sent to bring them. But the real intention was to finish Krishna Balaram there in Mathura. So Akrura, he told the news, not just of bringing the tax, but also the inner intention of Kamsa to kill everyone. No. It said, I read today, I was a little shocked. No. Kamsa had also planned to kill his own father, Ugrasen. Kill Nanda Baba, he was a real case. Kill all the Brishnis, all the relatives who were also Vaishnavas, he was going to kill them all. So Kamsa was not a pleasant man. No. So, my dear Akrura, Nanda Baba said, or Krishna spoke, are you comfortable? How was your trip? Are you, all your well-wishing friends and relatives, are they in good health? As long as King Kamsa, the disease of our family, because Krishna is his uncle, Kamsa is Krishna's uncle. Guru Maharaj would describe, many years ago, was one king called Devmir. Devmir had two wives. One was Kshatriya, one was Gop. So from the Kshatriya wife came Ugrasen's father. Ugrasen's father's name was? Can you remember? Kamsa's father's Ugrasen. His father's Agrasen. I cannot remember. Agrasen man. So from this Devamir came one line of Kshatriyas, and from the Gop wife then came Parjanya, then Nanda, then of course Krishna. So they are same family, both Yadus, branches of the Yadu dynasty. So, who is this Kamsa? He is the disease of our family, Krishna said. And we call him maternal uncle. Right? He was Devaki's brother. Devaki's brother. So he was what you call in Hindi, the Bunja. What's it called? Banja.
Yeah, Banja.
Nephew.
Banja.
Banja. So he is the disease of our family. No need to bother to ask about the well-being of family members that are under his control. Then Krishna began lamenting. Just see how much suffering I have caused my parents. Vasudeva and Devaki. Because of me, their sons were killed, and they themselves placed in jail. By good fortune, uncle, we are seeing you today. My dear relative, please tell us why you have come. In response to Krishna's question, Akrura, the descendant of Madhu. Yes, one Madhu died who was there somehow, he's in that family. So Akrura delayed the message he'd been sent to deliver. He also described Kamsa's real intention. How Narad had informed Kamsa that Krishna was born as the son of Vasudeva. Narad Muni ki jai. When Krishna and Balaram heard this, they laughed. And they informed their father Nanda Maharaj of king's orders. Nanda Maharaj issued orders to the coward men to collect, and the constables, the police force of Vraj, to announce everywhere, all Brijbasi bring all available milk products and valuable gifts to yoke and bring in bullock wagons. Tomorrow we shall go to Mathura and present our milk products, smetana. What's cheese in Russian? Huh? Sir. Smetana. Kwas kapusta. Collect all valuable things. Tomorrow we will go to Mathura and present our offerings to the king. All Gops became very happy. All coward men became happy. We will see the city of Mathura. And all Krishna's friends, Madhu Mangal, Sridham, Subal also happy. But the gopis, when they heard this, they felt so much pain. And what they spoke, some gopis became stunned, especially Chandravali and others. You know. Some fell unconscious like Radhika, you know, because more prema. You know. And what they spoke, this is called Viraha Git. We heard 5 Gits are most famous in 10th canto. These are like the 5 life airs of the devotees, not like Yugal Git, Brahma Git, Venu Git, Gopi Git, Pranay Git. Like this body has 5 life airs. H.I. Gosai, what is it? Anyway, so like this body has 5 life airs. So this Bhagavatam have 5 life airs. That's this we just spoke. But this one is unknown. Many people don't know this. Viraha Gita. What gopis spoke when they know Krishna will leave tomorrow. So there are 4 types of separation from Krishna. One is Purvarag, not met Krishna but will meet, but in separation. We see that in this Venugit, Gopi hearing the sound of Krishna's flute, and in various groups they're talking about what Krishna is doing, how he is. They're not directly met with him yet. This is called Purvarag. Another type of Viraha, that is called Man. Even Radha Krishna are together, but something blocking their meeting. Bhaktivinoda Thakur discusses all this in Jayavardhana. One is called Prem Vichitta. This is very astonishing. Radha Krishna are together, but separation. That is, Krishna has not left Vrindavan yet, but Gopi is absorbed in this 3rd type of Viraha. That is called Prem Vichitta. Krishna is still there, but they are lamenting he is gone. Because he's going in the morning means already gone. So the 4th is called Durpravas. That's Brahma Gita. When Krishna has gone long time away to Mathura, what Radharani lamenting, that is Prabha, the 4th type of Viraha. Meeting, there may be some chance our minds think of something improper if we hear the meeting of Radha Krishna, because we are materially conditioned souls. We tend to think we remember our own material experience, but in Viraha, that fear is not there. So especially topics of separation, too much valuable for the sadhak. We are very happy without Krishna. As long as our stomach is full 3 times a day, no problem. But this Viraha is a very special thing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also is, and Goswami is always in this mood of separation. I got Krishna. I want Krishna. I could not get Krishna. So this is a very sweet thing. So if you come tomorrow night, we'll a little bit touch that. How gopis, what they're feeling, what they're thinking. Because they have more love for Krishna even than the coward boys. The coward boys, men are very happy to go with Krishna. But gopis' love is more deep, therefore they're feeling all these things. So it's a little bit late. Any questions from the people? Hare Krishna? Nothing? Stay for prasad if you like. We're finishing now.
We're told to put Bhav Bhakti as like our goal, not Prema Bhakti.
Prem is not for.
How come not like stage by stage? Where do you like Bhav Bhakti? Kind of like, not an Nirviti, Nishta. I mean, that's implied, no? Kind of like.
The one who achieves Bhav Bhakti never takes birth in this world again. And this body can hold Bhav Bhakti, but cannot hold Prema. And until one reaches the stage of Bhav Bhakti, some chances there of falling down. But once one reaches that, path is clear. And without aspiring for Bhav Bhakti, cannot be called a sadhak. Anything else? Any questions? Not cool, right? Why you don't come to Vrindavan this year?
I take care of my father, Vishnu Day. You know him?
Right, I do.
He's still alive.
When I was in New Vrindavan, someone was a few days ago, we were talking about it. I haven't seen him for like 15 years.
Well, he's
You're his son.
yeah.
You know, what's his name? Nitya, they're in New Vrindavan. Oh, no. Anyway, another guy was talking about him. What's his name? Sugata.
Sugata. Yeah. Sugata looks up to their, yeah.
We were talking about your father like 4 days ago. Is he incapacitated?
Yeah, in dementia.
Oh, really?
But he eats prasadam every day and he's in very good. He's like he's super happy. He chants all the time.
Wow.
It's pretty. It's actually amazing for me to see that transformation. It's incredible.
Material dementia is one thing, but real dementia is forgetting Bhagavan.
No, he doesn't have that one yet.
It means forget everything else except Krishna is one type of blessing. Okay, any questions from the people? Rukmini, anything? So 2 more nights here. Come tomorrow night, we'll hear about what gopis are complaining against the Ishwara. Very sweet thing. That's very, very sweet. And maybe third night, what Krishna did when he went to Mathura, all these things we can also discuss. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Nityanande.
Haribo.
Maharaj.
Jai.
Gurudev ki
Jai.
Srimad Bhagavad